All right, I've created a Cyclone cast on crit build that I think is my favorite out of all the variations I've done, and I have done a lot of variations. I think I like this one the most. This one is utilizing the Restless Ward, and I have one with +1 to socketed gems, and you take 50% reduced extra damage from critical strikes, and I'm pairing that reduced extra damage from critical strikes with an additional 40% reduce extra damage from critical strikes right there. So I have a little bit of critical strike immunity because that can get dangerous when you have low life like I have low life. Now what am I doing beyond that? I have a shield with +1 to maximum frenzy charges, and it can get hit with a freaking exalted orb. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's get lucky. Fucking mana. Gross. Alright, no one saw that. No one saw that at all. I've been trying to roll this shield better. But this is the best I've gotten it so far. I had one with spell suppression, but I was able to put spell suppression here. It's not that great, but it gets the job done. Obviously, I would like something to do with spell damage or some shit like that, but it gets the job done. This bad boy here is going to synergize with pretty much everything, but primarily the belt. This is going to allow me to have 10 endurance charges and 10 brutal charges. And on top of that, I don't lose endurance charges when I get fortification, which allows me to use fortification in this build. Now, I don't hit hard enough to get fortification on a boss, but while mapping, I am at 30 fortification. On top of being at 30 fortification, I am going to have 2% increased physical damage reduction per frenzy charge, which makes for 20% damage reduction for frenzy charge. Now, I'm too poor to get these bad boys with +1 to frenzy charges, or I would do that and get frenzy charge on both of these. But this one has 5% increased damage per frenzy charge, 4% chaos resistance per endurance charge, and another 1% movement speed per frenzy charge. So, in conjunction with the body armor, which gives you 4% movement speed per frenzy charge, which is 40% movement speed, I am a pretty quick little build. I don't really do anything to enhance my speed beyond that. I don't have speed flask, I don't have any of that, and I'm just naturally kind of turbo from this. And on top of that, I'm getting 75% life regeneration per second per endurance charge, and again, I'll be having 10, so that's 750 life regeneration per second. That's important because I'm using this blood notch tech, right? I got blood notch here, right here, and then I got the stun jewel here, but I don't have any life recoup. I am at 0 life recoup because I don't have the gear for it, not at all. So yeah, I'm at 0% life recoup, but with that life regeneration, it kind of doesn't matter. Now, life recoup is extremely important for blood notch, and at some point, I'm going to get it. If I level up one more time, I'm going to get it. I could refund something and get it, but I don't really want to do that. Now, I am grabbing Glorious Vanity with Divine Flesh, and this is just one I had in my inventory, and it has some pretty good stats in it for me. 34% lightning damage with 4% penetration, 3% movement speed, 12% spell damage crit. Well, that's just going down here. This is some good stuff for the build. I needed this lightning resistance, so that's why I grabbed here. Maybe once I fix my resistances a little bit better, I can refund that. Maybe I can do that right now. Do I need that lightning anymore? Have I scooped? Nope, I still need it. Barely. That's silly. Too bad that wasn't lightning resistance. Anyway, so my chaos resistance is perfectly at 90%. I am at 89 cap. I need one more to be maxed out, but I'm not going to do that. 89 is fine. 75 on all the rest. I have a quad megalomaniac setup. I need these bad boys right here for the fortifying hits grant 60% increased fortification because my fortify is only coming from here. I got 1 jewel to do some fortify. Right here. Melee hits have 13% chance to fortify. Also does 12% increased mana reservation efficiency. I bought this. It's probably very expensive to... I bought this from one of the dudes, one of the vendors. It's probably very expensive to buy this on POE trade. This guy's probably not that expensive, but you do need a chance to gain frenzy charge, and this is very handy. 8% chance to gain frenzy charge on hit with Cyclone and Ball Lightning. That is very rapid frenzy charge gain, but you don't even need that because of the boots. I just realized I don't even need that because of the boots. I'm going to keep it on anyways, because why the hell not? It has a 9% evasion rating per frenzy charge, which is 90% increased evasion rating. This guy's what's important. 5% chaos resistance per endurance charge, and 24% chance to gain endurance charge when you are hit. This is about as good as you can get. I think they're both tier 1. So this is what you're looking for. And this is a good way to cheese your chaos resistance. If you look at my chaos resistance, I'm at 90 chaos resistance. But if you look at my gear, I mean, obviously you get 4% here. You get none here. No chaos there. Got 1 piece of chaos here. No chaos here. No chaos here. So I don't really have a lot of chaos. I'm getting most of my chaos resistance simply because I have a lot of endurance charges. And speaking of endurance charges, a constant 90% physical damage mitigation, which you could mostly ignore, but I do have a lot of good physical damage mitigation. And what I mean by you can ignore, what the 90% number you can ignore, it doesn't really mean too much. But it helps a lot when you have flat physical mitigation, like 4% physical reduction versus 4% physical damage reduction from armor. They work a little different, but it's nice to have a little bit of both. For auras, I am rocking Wrath, Enlighten, Herald of Thunder, Petrified Blood. Inside of a Crown of the Inward Eyes with a 21% roll. Boots, obviously this. Belt is that bad boy with the strength, because I needed the strength. Gloves, the best, only really good thing about these gloves is they have +1 to maximum frenzy charges and 15% to elemental resistance. Now I rolled this bad boy on an essence, and it's about as good as I can get, and I'm pretty happy with it. And I think that's all the gear. I think you have seen everything I'm rocking. I've been trying to roll this bad boy for quite a while. This is the best I've gotten, which is actually pretty good. 109% increased lightning damage, and then flat lightning damage for the weapon. Now you're wondering why I'm adding the flat lightning damage to the weapon. Well, my Cyclone does pretty good damage, and I need that damage for Fortify. But it also adds 4 to 143 lightning damage to spells. Accuracy rating is pretty good for Cyclone because when I'm going through, I don't have the best accuracy rating. Let's take a look. Is this Cyclone? Yeah, so I'm only hitting 89% of the time. It would be pretty nice to grab these accuracy nodes, but I just don't have the skill points to do so. Yeah, and so let's take a look at some of my skill gems before I hop in. Cyclone, Awaken cast on critical strike. Ice Bite. Now Ice Bite is kind of off place, but you get a lot of damage from Ice Bite because you have 10 frenzy charges. So if you read Ice Bite, you get an additional 2% increased damage per frenzy charge. 10 frenzy charge, that's an additional 20% increased damage, which is pretty nice to have. And on top of that, you get supported skills have added 84 to 124 cold damage, and then 19 to 28 per frenzy charge. So that is going to add up to quite a bit. The bottom part is actually more cold damage than the top part. The bottom part is 190 to 280 cold damage. So the reason I'm using this is primarily because I don't want to reroll the colors on this piece of body armor here. Secondarily, it is some pretty good damage to add into the mix. But pumping up only lightning damage is probably better because I'm using Wrath, and Wrath gives 21% more lightning damage, and that is not going to apply to the cold. Now I could replace that with Zealotry, but Wrath is important because it also applies to attacks, where Zealotry does not. And we need that damage to attacks to pump up my Fortify. Now I believe I am done talking. I picked the Trickster for the +2 to maximum frenzy charges and 200% increase duration. If you wanted to turn this into a poison build, grab the Assassin and pull the Swift Killer over to the Assassin, you can totally do that. And you can try this in so many different combos with so many different skills and so many different builds. But let's take a look. 100% Delirious. A pretty intimidating map if you read these stats here. We're going to be getting some Beyond. I have this right here for some extra pack size. We're going to be grabbing Eater of the Worlds, and we'll do some Temple. I might die quite a few times on here because of the minus resistances, but I am hoping that my Chaos Resistance will still provide enough protection. I'm going to juice this up as well. Hopefully I get lucky and I get a lot of juice in here. good old rock and roll racing soundtrack. Because I am bad to the bone. This was a big deal when I was a kid, alright? It was one of the first games to put actual songs into the game. And this, I'm pretty sure, is a Blizzard. Oh man, I got robbed. I didn't get hardly any juice. This is a Blizzard game. Rock and roll racing. Before Blizzard was great, and before Blizzard was terrible. I said that wrong, but you know what I mean. Blizzard was great at one point, and now they're pretty damn terrible. But this came out before they were great. But also before they were terrible. But also mostly before they were great. Now the damage, if I were to guess, it's probably like 3 million maybe? It's really not that good a damage, but it is very tanky. Very, very tanky, which is pretty nice. I don't think it's going to be tanky enough for level 30 Simulacrum, because that's not really what I'm specializing on. And I don't have ailment immunity, so I can still get ailments hit on me and get corrupted blood hit on me, which isn't a big deal while mapping. But going through the Simulacrums, it's probably not going to work. And when you do the level 30 Simulacrum, there's just so many different stats that can hit you and strip you of your defenses. So it's just not quite built for that. And the main reason it's also not built for that is the damage is just a wee bit too low. Vol Lightning might not be an option. I mean, Vol Cyclone might not be an option. I used Vol Cyclone there, and it kind of left me a little bit vulnerable. But I didn't really see too much of why I died there. Alright, Vol Cyclone there. Almost died, but I made it. Nobody likes these freaking mana drain dudes. Let's see, applies random mark, siphons mana, deals lightning damage, lightning and shock resistant. About as tough as a dude you can get. Now I should have skipped this dude, but I'm already invested. I'm invested in killing this sumbitch. I'm gonna kill this sumbitch. Okay, let's try these alvas again. But look at that fortification, 30 fortification. So Dot is my big killer. I'm pretty tanky against regular hits. Dot's a big killer, and bosses are a pretty big killer because I can't quite maintain the fortification. Now, if my weapon didn't hit that lame stat, I could probably manage, but it hit the lame stat. I really like Ball Lightning, but you gotta watch the maps you run it on. Some of the maps are a little too tight in the corridor, and these Ball Lightnings dissipate when they hit the wall. Now let's see, Vol Cyclone again. Yep, can't Vol Cyclone. I get greedy. I really like Vol Cyclone. But in a map with minus 11% elemental resistances, and this game just throwing damage over time of basically any type you can imagine at all points in the game, yeah, you can't really Vol Cyclone. That's actually the biggest problem with melee builds at the moment, is the fact that they're usually up close. There's been quite a few that have broken that pattern and turned them into ranged, like Rage Cleave. But damage over time and just cancer on the ground, and I'm including detonate dead, all that shit that you can't really identify very well. Like, if there's damage on the ground right now, damage over time on the ground, I can't see it. I don't know that. There's no way for me to see that right now, so get rid of it. Just fucking get rid of it already. Get rid of it. We don't need it. Exalted orb on the ground. Do I fight this fatty? I'm gonna fight the fatty just so you can see how long it takes for me to kill this fatty. Oh, headhunter right there on the ground. I don't usually do a double curse situation. I usually do damage has a chance to invert from the elemental segment. But it was a bit of a path to get out there, and it didn't provide lightning damage. It was the fire and cold one. And it just wasn't quite worth it. And there wasn't any good ones where I'm closely pathed to grab. See my ball lightnings hitting the wall? So let's see if we can pull them over. No, can't pull them over. And then of course every death has been from a Vol Cyclone, hadn't it? I really ought to not Vol Cyclone, but I don't have any experience. If you look down there, I don't have any experience. I just leveled up. There's no reason not to have a little bit of fun with some Vol Lightning. I keep calling it Vol Lightning for some reason. Lightning's not even a skill. With some Vol Cyclone. I swear Vol Cyclone makes you more vulnerable. So I can stand here like this with regular Cyclone, and he's hitting me just like he was before. But whenever I Vol Cyclone, it's just instant death. Okay, he just did that thing, so I can Vol Cyclone now. Vol Cycloning. Going ham. Let's see if it's worth it. 15 splinters. Aw, it wasn't a headhunter. You guys thought it might be. Okay, nobody thought it would be. Fine. Oh, we got an altar. It's gonna be the divine altar. I won't be able to read it for a hot minute. Vol Cyclone, baby. Looks like I'm able to get about a 24 shock on this dude. I'm at 12 fortify. That fortify is kind of rough when I could be so much higher. It just kind of hurts to see it at 12. If I increase my chance to fortify, I can get it more. But for what I built this build for, it's good enough. We'll get some extra fusings right there. And if I'm more judicious with my map rolls and I don't run a negative resistances, it's even stronger. Which we'll see after this map. I'll run a few more. It's just kind of a really fun build in my opinion. I like it. Quick moving, good regen, good defenses, average damage. But you know what? I don't really care too much about damage. I care about the look and feel of the build. And this build feels like Spy Hunter. And it looks like Spy Hunter. I am not going to Vol Cyclone. I think I could probably finagle some elemental immunity, or ailment immunity if I really wanted to, from elemental ailments. I just don't really think I need it. Obviously, if I'm gonna turn this into like an Uber lab, or actually not even that, I wouldn't recommend doing Ubers, not Uber lab, just Ubers, simply because the damage is too low. You'll really have to tweak this to get them damage numbers up. Now, obviously, you can switch your ring preferences, and if you're rich, you can get +1 to frenzy charges, 5% increased damage per frenzy charges, maybe even 5% crit chance per frenzy charge. Grab a couple of those bad boys. I've all cycloned and I'm gonna die now. And then you can do have some pretty good fun. I didn't talk about my cast on stun setups. One skill for cast on stun, I have a ball lightning that's static and conductivity. In the other cast on stun, I have awakened enhance with the new electric brand. You see my brands at the top left corner, and that is increasing damage pretty significantly against branded enemies. Let's go branded. And that's pretty nice. I like that. Ball Cyclone and dead. Ball Cyclone and dead. I swear it's pretty nutty. It's damage over time is silly. So cast on stun, Stormbrand of Indecision, 55% more damage with hits against branded enemies. That's a pretty good little added piece of damage. I like it a lot. I didn't check how many portals I had left. I think I had 2 portals left when I went in, so there's 1 portal left. So I will be a little more serial. Don't want to let this go to waste here. And by more serial, I mean I'm just gonna lay off the cyclone button, the Vol Cyclone button a little bit. Extra damage, non-damaging ailments, we'll do that one. I'm trying to grab all of them just to make this map as thick as possible. Now it could have gotten a lot thicker in the butthole, but they did not give me enough juice. Alright, those guys are obviously resistant against lightning somehow. So we will... I'm trying to pick up loot, bro. Alright, one more portal. I don't know why I'm picking up that shit. I should just stop and clear the map. Because this map is thick and this map is juicy and very dangerous. Got quite a few blue shrine buffs on it, blue altars, got -11 elemental resistances and a bunch of other shenanigans beyond. 100% delirious. I'm gonna loot back up, I'm gonna get this shrine. Oh man. Come on, let me grab that shrine before you all kind of take it up. Coming back for the shrine. Coming back for the shrine. Shrine acquired. Now let's go over there and pick up that loot. Also, the pack size is 119%. So that is a lot of pack size. Really hate energy shield in this game. That's the best thing about playing a chaos build. You just bypass that shit. The urge to Vol Cyclone real high. But it's a lot of spinnies, right? The spinnies are always the best builds. The more a build spins, the better the build is. Am I a fucking fool? I don't want to be a fool. Let's see if I picked anything up by accident. Good regen. We can use these guys. I want to kill this bubble fucker. I don't really want to, but he's just like constantly in my way. Shit talking. Nothing worse than these bubble dudes. They're my least favorite. Probably even more so than the monoburn bros. Oh, I got a red star on the ground back there. Red star from medium cluster jewel. I don't remember Red Light Love being in this game. Maybe it's in the farther levels and I was never good enough to get there. Or I didn't know the song, so it didn't really make an impact. Not sure I knew this song when I was a kid. I mean, I don't need instilling orbs at all. What I actually need is town portals. That's what I need. Jesus. I've all cycloned. Mistakes were made. We're snakes. The Astral Plate is the best Astral Plate in the game. Right here. It's gonna be the best one that's ever been made. So pretty much every death was from Vol Cyclone. I really should have just removed it, but I can't resist. I can't resist a good Vol Cyclone. So let's dump this load, and we will do this again. But I'm gonna run a regular map first, just so you can see what it looks like when you don't die. Because it's pretty good for regular mapping too. But my map strategy does include delirium, so I get a lot of delirium orbs. I've been running a lot of them, testing this out, and I still have quite a bit. So I like to get a bunch and then use a bunch and then switch back and forth. So let's do a regular map here. Actually, let's do a bird, exact same map, but without all that crazy damage. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll do pack size again. We won't use big pack size, we'll do some small stuff. Yeah. I think there's a way to like, there we go. Exact same map, but without 100% delirious. And I'm gonna cakewalk right on through this bad boy. This build is probably not what I would call cheap. But it's towards the end of the league, so, you know, you can do it. Not that I recommend this build. I'm just saying, if you really want to do it, you can do it. It's not that expensive. But the pieces are a bit wonky. So, you know what? I don't give this a recommendation at all. This is mostly just for fun. Increase quantities. You do not gain experience. I'll take that. I don't need experience. I just died. More quant. Excellent. I got a ton of blue juice on this one. We need to go find some gold and perp. Give me that gold. That gold juice. Nope, no gold juice, just a bunch of blue. Alright. That is the last song. I'm gonna go to some classic. I mean, it's been a day since we've had some good old fashioned Streets of Rage. Hey buddies, trying to pick a new song, just leave me alone here. Some Streets of Rage OST here. I think if I went far enough back, I probably just hit back. Nope, I gotta Google it. Streets of Rage 2 OST. I left that in the middle. Here we go. I can Ball Cyclone all I want now. Picking up loot is too tempting. I gotta up my filter. If this were POE 2, I can hit pause right now and head to the filter update. I just like the way the ball lighting looks. It's fucking cool. I ain't rich enough to go to 5. I still need to pick up all this bullshit. This works really well with Ball Cyclone. You Ball Cycle them together and the ball lightnings are circling you. And yeah, you just wreck. Ball Cyclone. And Ball Cyclone refreshes super quick. See, they don't even hurt me. They don't even hurt me in this mode. There's ball lightning hitting some walls. You don't have your negative resistances to bully me this time. You almost got me on that one. Man, that blue juice is making this dude tanky. Unless there's like mods. Let's see. More magic monsters. Nah, he's just, it's just him. This is him. Oh, he got me from a distance. $19 fortify. That's not too bad. He really holding on, that last little bit of health there. And I'm gonna run a map nice and light. I'm gonna put in something to increase my speed. I'm gonna swap this Awaken Enhance for the Ice Bite support, and we're gonna blast through a map and go quick. So you get a little bit more movement speed this way. +2 maximum chance to block attack. That's an interesting one. Not quite good enough. I'll save it. Maybe I can roll something with that. And when I say I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna save this forever. Once the league's over, it's gonna go to a non-league tab, and it's gonna sit there for eternity. What map is quick? The Strand. With that enhance, it increases my movement speed because the quality of Cyclone gives movement speed. I think it's only 10% increased movement speed. I thought it said there. Oh, it looks like it's flat. So 30% less movement speed and 30% more movement speed just makes it 0. Oh man, I can't even get fortified without that. Movement speed not worth. That Awaken Enhance really only applies when you got the Ashes of the Stars or the Dahlias. All by itself, it's kind of a dud. Oh, it is pricey. I've sold 3 of those level 5 so far. Hit me. Curse yourself. Hit me. Curse yourself. He didn't hit me. He didn't curse himself. I'll do that. Yeah, movement speed, baby. Bunch of possessed rogue exiles here. Wasn't worth it. I actually think Blood Notch isn't the right move. I think I can probably get more value out of 2 jewels with 7% life and some good shit than Blood Notch. I'm almost positive. Blood Notch is great for some builds. I just don't really think it's it for this build. think these rogue exiles a lot of the time have like reduced chance to be crit. Cause it seems like I spawn a lot less nut whenever I'm hitting rogue exiles. Speaking of nut, let's take a look at my cyclone crit chance. 70%, and then they have the assassin mark on them. That's pretty close to 100. It's 70% with that potion going. That potion's usually popping. I think on this one there's 50% reduced flask gain. So that's why it's not always up, but for the most part it's always up. I want that Ashen Woods. So pretty with that Vol Cyclone. You get surrounded by balls, exactly how I like it. Balls and spinny things. Look at the length of my charges. 46 seconds for my frenzy charges, 30 seconds for my brutality, 41 for my power. That is a long time to have them charge. And I've tried it with Determination. It was pretty tanky with Determination. I've also tried it with the shield. That makes my armor apply to my elemental resistances. That's pretty tanky as well. But I think I prefer this version the best. Out of all the ones I played, this one's kind of the best. It's got very low damage, but I like the bonuses I get from that body armor. Movement speed, the life regeneration. It's just cozy. I've been playing easy to kill builds all league, starting as a berserker, so it's nice to have a build that's relatively tanky. Provide a bit of a different play experience, a more mindless play experience. You just run around Vol Cyclone and pulling shit together. Getting terrible body armors. Alright, let's run another 100% delirious map. Map. Grotto, Relic Chamber. I got the Ashen Woods that just dropped. Right there. Let's do that. Not big enough pack size. do want to keep the area damage ones. God damn it. $25 pack size. Cannot leech. Elemental weakness. $27 pack size. Burning ground. Temporal chains. Chain damage. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wither. I'm not doing wither with divine flesh. Oh, hell no. 27 pack size. Oh yeah, that's nice. Perfect. Let's get some delirium. Let's do a ring. Get some fossils. Whatever the fuck that is. One of these guys. We at 100. We are at 100. Let's get our Scarads. Scarads. Let's see. Strong boxes. Fuck strong boxes. Oh shit, I forgot. I probably ran out of sex. Should have sexed it up. I always forget about sex. Oh, I might want to put my other jewel back on. My other gem. It's gonna slow me down a bit, but the extra damage is very needed. Yeah, I like that. Removes all armor, removes all evasion, 20% increased action speed. I'll do it. I'm crazy. I am crazy. I don't need armor. I don't need evasion. I don't need none of that shit. I'm a shining golden god. Oh, that movement speed flash. You guys see that? You guys see that movement speed flash? I'm gonna get up in it. Oh, yeah. Look how quick those balls are going before they hit a wall. Yeah, I have no desire to fight you. You're gonna take forever. I'm just gonna pick up my loot, and then I'm gonna scoot. Pick up my loot, and then I'm gonna scoot. If you still follow me around, I might fight you. Yeah, you got attack speed up the wazoo. You're gonna follow me forever. Follow me around, baby. Keep following me. Get over here. I wasted my movement speed shrine with that jabrownie. Oh, Vol Cyclone. Vol Cyclone got me again. I just love popping it. I shouldn't pop it though. It's gotta make you weaker, right? Because like every time I pop Vol, I can hold steel with regular Cyclone, which is essentially doing the same thing as Vol Cyclone, but I just don't die unless I Vol Cyclone. Here, let me get away from the big boy. I'm gonna pop a Vol Cyclone and this crazy shit. See, as soon as I pop Vol Cyclone, I instantly died. I don't understand. I mean, I'm holding still, and in this game, if you hold still, you die. And I get it. Oh, okay. I think I might understand it this time. I don't have any armor and evasion. That'll do it. But here, I'll hold still. Oh yeah, I'm getting wrecked. Yeah, just don't hold still, right? If you grab a bunch of shrines and say, guess what? You ain't got no evasion. And you don't have recoup, that's where recoup comes in handy. But when you got one boy like this, oh, he's got like life regen. Nah, we don't need none of that. Oh, but he might have good drops. Let's see if we can burst them down here. Wait, why wasn't I regaining life? That was very suspicious. I mean, my life regeneration is pretty supreme, 1,000 life per second. And like I was gaining none. Does Solaris Touch prevent you from gaining life? Oh, the other fat man. Alright. Picking up the no armor, no evasion might have been a little bit of a mistake. Just a hint of a mistake. I mean, I'm still gonna clear the map. Aside from Fat Boy. I don't know if I can handle more damage. Oh, I died. I'm really pushing it too far. Makes it seem like the build's weak because I keep grabbing shit to make it weak. So the next one, I'm gonna do a 100% delirious. But I'm not gonna grab anything that's like ultra crazy. And I'm gonna keep the blue buff off. I'm gonna go to my real strategy. You get a lot more monsters with the blue buff, and it's a lot more beneficial to have the blue buff on the blue altars. But I don't have my shit set up for blue altars. I have my shit set up for bossing. So I'm gonna do the Maven. I wonder what my... See that Vol Cyclone? Got me killed. Vol Cyclone got me killed. I was gonna see what my armor was on that map. It was pretty bad, whatever it was. Well, my armor was 0. I meant my physical mitigation was 0 armor. So I have some pretty good physical mitigation through Fortify and all that jazz, and 10 endurance charges. Alright, let's try this again. Do a map. Is the boundary pretty open? I think Grave Through is open, if I remember correctly. It's a big no on the negative resistances. We've already played that game. Avoid poison, and that's real good. That's real good. 40% more life. Not big enough pack size. Not big enough pack size. 23% pack size. Bosses are possessed. Monsters take reduced extra damage from critical strikes. Hexproof. Not quite good enough. We can do better than that. Ooh, Beyond. I gotta run it with Beyond. Hexproof, Beyond. Spell suppression. That's gonna be pretty rough. I don't know where I'm going. Where are my balls? Where are my balls? There are my balls. Grave Through. Let us do... I think I'm going to do a whole batch of cards. It's like a house of cards. I'm going to give it a chance to fuck up. Oh, unidentified, corrupted. Here we go. Stuff. Let's get some scurb. Oh, I need to fight a bunch of bosses. We'll do a bunch of bosses after this. Give me that purple juice. Give me that blue juice. Oh, you got something good to sell me? You got something good to sell me? Who are you? Oh, you're the guy who sells the bodies. I ain't messing with that yet. I haven't switched to tinctures or the bodies because I got such good charms. I haven't felt like switching over. I've been ultra busy, so I ain't got time to fuck with tinctures just yet. I don't even know how they work. I haven't even looked into it. Yeah, I can Vol Cyclone on this map. Juice didn't go too high. Don't got no crazy mods. I'm nice and safe. I just spin my balls. %shock on me. 10 petrified bloods on me. That petrified blood don't do shit if you got my level of physical damage mitigation. And life regeneration. Still got though. In the middle of a Vol Cyclone. Alright, Vol Cyclone is only good for, I'd say, 60% Delirious and below. What's the pack size? 95%. Oh, I don't even know what mods has on here. There might be a mod that's pretty nutty. Maybe I'm getting negative resistances. Nope, not getting negative resistances. Make some pretty good spinnies, but you don't really want to be next to a wall like this. Might be a good idea to throw a second gym in, maybe spark or something for these narrow corridors. Gonna definitely want that ball cyclone. I don't care if it kills me, I want to suck them up. See a bunch of dudes together, I just want to suck them up. I mean, there's only 2 dudes here. I'm gonna Vol Cyclone on their asses. Put them in a circle party. Ooh, double fatties. I gotta fight a double fatty situation. Only 3 fortified? Come on. Looks like they're immune to some curses. Oh, they're immune to curses, but not marks. So I can mark them, but not curse them. Which sucks, because that's like my only form of elemental damage avoidance, resistance avoidance, is that one conductivity curse. Sometimes it feels like the ball lightnings are dancing to the music. Just saying. Oh, I'm gonna get such good loot from this. 15 splinters. That's gonna be 45 splinters right here. So if you look at my crit potion down at the bottom, that bad boy is always popping. I'm pretty sure it charges the other flask. Not positive how that gain a flash charge when you crit thing works, but I think it pumps up the other flask a little bit. Or maybe not. They're just looking pretty stale. I say that because I'm not doing triple damage right now. I only have 1 brutality charge. I guess it's not applying it. My ball lightning's hitting that tree as I Vol Cyclone. Come up here, I don't want to hit that tree. A 13% shock, that's pretty low. Ugh, he got that last blast off. That was a scary Vol Cyclone, but I had to do it. I had to. $19. Fortify. Man, I'm so sad on my weapon. That one hit. Oh, it'd have been so good if it didn't do that. If I had an annul, I would try to annul it off. But I don't have an annul at the moment. You're not worth it. Wasn't nearly as open as I thought this map would be. Didn't really get a lot of divination cards for it being a full divination run. I guess I should pick up the shields too. They can get frenzy charges. Only made it to 7 as well. Normally I get well above 10. Oh, it's probably because I didn't have blue buff this time. I went for bossing instead. Gotta make sure I try to get enough of these enemies. I wanna pump them divination cards up. I have no desire to fight you, Mr. Monoburn. Lightning and shock resistant. Explodes crystals when hit. I think I've cleared enough of this riffraff up. No one needs the ending. I've never heard that sound. The fuck is this? Red influence? The fuck does that mean? The fuck is this? Unnerve? You guys ready for Vol Cyclone before I do it? Okay, here we go. Vol Cyclone, baby. Called it. Called it. I couldn't help myself though, you know? Vol Cyclone's there, you gotta pop it. You either gotta pop it or you gotta hide it from yourself. You don't really have a choice beyond those two options. You gotta pop it or lock it away. That's why they say pop it and lock it. I'll hit this guy with the Vol Cyclone. And died. Vol Cyclone and die. It's just so dumb. This game is so dumb. I go all game without dying, but hold still for one fraction of a second with like 150 EPS and instant death. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Vol Cyclone, baby. So pretty. The fuck bosses do I even have in here? Alright, let's do some Barson. Come on, I need town portals. I need town portals. We'll do a best of Streets of Rage here. %, block. Well, that's only tier 3. Bunch of stacky deckies. That's the best thing about playing Righteous Fire. Is you get these stacked decks, then you just go into a Delirium, a Simulacrum, and then you can just pop them onto the ground. And it'll show you which ones are good. I mean, I guess I can go into Aqueducts and throw them on the ground there. But with the Righteous Fire, you're doing 2-for-1s. You're not wasting time. You're being a little bit efficient with your time. Because time is always my biggest limiting factor. I'm not in my stash. I just don't have enough time in the day to do everything I like. So anytime I can capitalize on some time saving, I like to do that. I'm gonna meme it up a little bit though. For these bosses. Fucking stack decks. I should just sell them. They're so hard to fucking pull apart. What if there's a quick... They added a bunch of stuff, but it looks like there's not one to undo all 10. Alright, we got some bosses to do. Oh, it's gonna meme it up. I can't say I'm gonna meme it up and then not meme it up. Uniques, swords. Look at this guy. Who's gonna use this? Who's gonna use this item? Oh, I need another blue. Because I have conductivity now. Two sockets. 3 sockets. Oh my god, we're gonna be here forever. I guess I could put punishment on, but I think conductivity is the best thing I can do. You know what? Fuck this. Right here. 3 blues. I don't even give a shit. I don't even give a shit. I'll waste that currency. Burn that shit to the ground. Now what is this sword doing for me? Since I'm mad at my mace here, right? This mace gave me that stun duration on enemies, which was a brutal hit, because this is absolutely everything I was looking for. But instead of stun duration on enemies, if it would have given me attack speed, or, you know, something delicious. But with this bad boy, I'm getting 20% increased lightning damage per frenzy charge, and as I've said before, I have 10. Which is going to be 200% increased lightning damage, and it's giving me 1 to 641 lightning damage on the base, which is much higher than this weapon. Of course, the attack speed and the crit are much lower. This attack speed is 1.4, and this is 1.32, and the crit is 7.5, and this is only 5. So it is going to be a lot slower popping out the nut, right? Popping out the nut. But it should be pretty good. Popping the nut in the butt. Hydra, Minotaur, Phoenix, Chimera. We got a bunch of these bosses to do. You gonna work on here? I doubt it. Oh no, it doesn't even like it. Doesn't even like it. Much less balls coming out. Much less balls coming out. But it's meme as fuck. I mean, no one has ever been serious about using that sword. It's never happened. Mostly because of the 10% increased damage against you. I feel it wouldn't even be OP if they got rid of that. Like, it doesn't really need that downsize, in my opinion. It's not exactly good enough to warrant. What the fuck was that red blood? What is this? Maimed? I'm getting hit with all kinds of shit. Hit me with that red blood again. Heat? What the fuck is heat? What was he taking damage over time from? Alright, sword. I memed you a little bit, but you're just not good enough. The dream is alive with you, but unfortunately, you kind of suck. So let's do this. We got this bad boy, which is doing attack speed, crit multi, and then a triple damage. This is my basic cyclone weapon. My ball lightning is going to do way less damage, but my cyclone is going to be pretty lit. And it might actually give me enough damage for some fortify to actually be there. What kind of fortify am I getting? None so far. 5. God, fortify is retarded. I'm nowhere near as tanky as I thought I was. What the hell? Extra physical damage is fire. Is that guy expensive? 1.6 divine? Yeah, alright, I'll take it. Wait, how many crescents did I get? 4? So that's an option. You're going a little ham, music. Let's turn you down just a hair. Sometimes some of the songs, they just get a little aggressive. I had another weapon that I was kind of testing about. I forgot what it was. So let's go back to here. And we got more bossing. Forgot to look at the mods. And one downside is it does take a bit to get to my brutality charges. If I wasn't so lazy, I'd go get my war cry situation so I can do war cries to get up to scuff, but I'm too lazy for that shit. I want to get rid of this lightning guy as quickly as possible. Extra damage as cold. Let's do some Ball Cyclone on this guy. Lightning down. Fire down. Get Vol Cyclone, bitch. Alright, we got more bossing. We got more bossing here. Stuff. This is just the regular for the 10 map. Fuck are you? Spatial decay. You are taking damage, chaos damage over time. The fuck's that red thing? These debuffs, there's too fucking many of them. I don't even know what the hell they are. They're everywhere. Try to fucking read them, and it's not nonsense. They need to get rid of like half of these debuffs. I think every time they add a debuff, they should remove a debuff. Or else the game's gonna turn into nothing but debuffs. I'm getting 30 fortify here though. Are any of these other boys ready? We need a Drox in order to do that guy. What about like the Feared? Ooh. The Forgotten. I can do the Forgotten. I really want a Vol Cyclone. I'm gonna do it. I really want to do it. I'm gonna do it. Nice Vol Cyclone and survived, boys. Ouch. Don't spin on me, bro. Ah, got. I didn't see how I got, but I definitely got. And when you get got, it's not good to get got. It's better to not get got than to get got. That's what I've been got told. It's just too nasty. It's just too nasty. That's where some actually, that's a perfect test. Let's see if we can refund to get a little bit of recoup. Let's see what this recoup do. Let's recoup, boom. I don't have that lightning res, do I? Can't refund that. What to refund? I'm gonna get out of these lives. No, I kind of need that life, don't I? I don't have any Wait. I do have refunds, it just wasn't clicking. Let's go this route. Save a few points. I'm gonna get just one recoup node. We're gonna see what one 6% recoup node does. Nothing. It did nothing. One recoup node did diddly. Jack diddly. Alright, boys, can we get the fuck away from there? Maybe over here a little bit? Maybe one of you guys can fight me at a time. Or I just fucking die over and over again. I was doing great, and all of a sudden it just gave up. It's like, nah. You can't play no more. We're all just gonna rape you over and over and over again. Of course, I have no clue where I'm supposed to be standing. This is just pure fucking chaos. What are those hits? Anyway, I should have looked at what it was doing. Players are cursed with elemental weakness. Oh, it's probably not applying. And that's what did it. I should have read it. I don't know why I didn't. I just fucking threw it in there. Although I got a Drox will give me a new one. Do I have a feared? I need a Chula. Alright, let's do my least favorite boss. I mean, this build isn't really for bossing, but we might as well see what it looks like on a Maven. Or I'll just fucking... That was weird. Why is it way over here, but it spawns me over here? I fucking hate this fight. I manage to fuck this fight up every time. Waste a portal, just fucking hanging out. It's like, hey, a portal, I'm gonna go in it. Hit me, bro. Ball Cyclone on your ass. Hit me. Yeah, give me them brutality charges. Yeah, the damage is pretty low. Maybe not even 2 million. I mean, we get 30% shock on Maven with Ball Lightning. Oh, fuck. I made it. Whoa, I'm hit with something. Why am I not getting... Oh yeah, I must have gotten to his, like, love shack. I hit his beam again, didn't I? Walked right through it. We'll just hang out here. Unable to regain anything. We'll just hang out. I ain't got shit for AoE. Stop running away from me, guys. Let's pull you all together with this Ball Cyclone action. I need you to hit me. Come on, hit me, Maven. Yeah. Got my brutality charge on that hit. Ball Cyclone. Ball Cyclone spawns the balls. Very good. Much better than regular Cyclone. You know it's all about the ball spawn. Might be a rumor, but this boss is way easier when you don't have to get right into his fucking dick. Circle. Reverse circle. That was nice. Nice little pattern. Fuck, I'm ball cycling. It's a lot easier sober. Vast majority of the time I'm playing, I'm not exactly the most sober. But right now, I'm clean as a clam, baby. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I found it. I always forget that he boom booms. Daddy boom boom. I did not intend to teleport there. I don't know why. Maybe that's where my mouse was, but I did not feel like that's where my mouse was. Wait, are we on a memory game? I can't tell. I couldn't see any of that. I think it started here. Nope, it didn't start there at all. It did not start there at all. That memory game with those things spin around, it's the dumbest thing ever. I don't care what people say, this is a terribly designed fight. It is a terribly designed fight. I mean, I've beaten all of the Souls games, Sekiro being the hardest, wrecked that shit. So I have no problems with like a normal, fair boss. This guy's just a dick across the board. There's nothing fun about it. There's nothing good about this fight. Maybe clearing it. Oh, never mind. I touched the tiny amount of beam. I can't attack anymore. I can't do anything anymore. I touched a tiny amount of beam. I wouldn't say this build is a bosser. You know what? I'm over it. So not good at Maven. So let's do what this build is good. What did I build this build for? Specifically, I built these, let's fight a Drox, because I needed a Drox. I built this build specifically to fight these guys. In a Juicy Juice map. I definitely don't want that cooldown reduction. Yeah, should be fine. Let's run it normal. Let's not pump it. I think I need some of that. Oh man, I ain't getting no juice. No juice. I didn't get shit for juice. See, I'm too close to the wall. My ball lightning spawns and instantly hits the wall. It's useless. See, it's nice and smooth when you do content that's of this build's level. You can't go too far beyond what you're supposed to be doing here. I don't even have my auras on, do I? Nope. Don't even need the auras. Hell, I might have been fighting Maven without my auras. Been so long since I died. I just leveled twice, like, in the past 2 hours. Went from 93 to 95. Not a single death because I was just, like, alt going. So on a normal map, you're just not gonna die with this build. It's only when you hit that really juicy juice that you die. But most builds, when you hit that really juicy juice, will die, unless your whole objective is to become immortal. I have been liking the Abyss. Sometimes it hits with loot. I don't really understand why I'm hitting with loot, but every now and then these Abysses, they will drop the loot for me. Could just be luck, but I think it's spawning something special. I think concentrated effect is the way to go. Right now I have that ice bite, which is pretty nice, but I think I would want concentrated effect. The downside is the fact that it makes Cyclone absolutely tiny, but makes the ball lightning stay in a tighter circle, which makes it better for alleyways and tight corners and shit. It looks less cool because that just looks cool. The spin he spins. He does have a shot of killing me with a heavy, heavy punch. Let's see, wasted my Vol Cyclone, but it charges so fast it'll be up in a few seconds. Vol Cyclone up. Hit him with the balls, hit him with the balls. See? Chance of death from the big boom. That'd probably go away if I put on determination. And normally I don't run with this helmet. Normally I run with the Diadem, so I can run Determination. But I'm rocking this helmet for now. And with that Drox, I can do a battle. But for now, let's switch body armors. Let's have a little fun with the new body armor. How about that? Have another one of these. Let's go with a Replicant Covenant with a level 29 added cold damage. Adding with the Ice Bite. Actually, I don't even need Ice Bite. This one's got the right colors. With blue, I can add in a bunch of stuff. So we got Critical Strike, Chance Support, added Lightning, Ball Lightning. Let's do... I got Awaken... I got Awaken Light, added Lightning. Invenerate. Let's do Invenerate. Crit Multi is probably better than Invenerate. But Invenerate sounds pretty fun. So I'm gonna do Invenerate. And we're gonna go to Stuff. And we're gonna try out one of these. Can't do Reflect Elemental. Sometimes that's very annoying. Try to go to here and I want to put it in there, but you know, I have it thing, so it goes to the place where it's supposed to go. Definitely don't want Energy Shield. Don't want Spell Sus. Hexproof, Enfeeble, Power Charge. I mean, Hexproof is pretty rough. Recovery Rate. Spell Suppress. Spell Suppress. Negative resistances. Hexproof. They're always gonna have Hexproof. Just seems like the... Steals charges. Oh my god, this build is terrible for map rolls. Alright, that works. The shot ground isn't great. No, actually I don't want the shot ground. I'm not ailment immunity. Less accuracy is dog shit. But that should work. The extra projectiles are gonna be rough with the blue dude. And Sneaky Snake. And I'm not sure I have enough energy shield regeneration, but we'll find out. Actually, I probably won't have the life regeneration if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't got the energy shield. You see it down there? Okay, well that body armor don't work with this current setup. What's behind door number 2? Let's get stupid tanky. What the hell? Why would it move unhinged on my attack skill? That's unhinged. And now I don't know if I'm unhinged or hinged. What do we got? You are no longer sane. Does it stay sane? Am I sane now? You are no longer sane. Okay, let's go. Let's get to sanity. There we go. Oh, I need that regen. I think I got hit with poison. I can't see a fucking thing. Am I hitting anybody? Am I on a fucking square? Don't know. But you know what I need in my life? Everyone knows what I need in my life. I need Vol Cyclone in my life. I don't know why I teleported into the squares. Alright. Let's go back to my regular body armor. It is what I think is best with this setup. Actually, let's have a little fun here. Whoa, whoa. I do that so often when I try to go into this type window. Spark of fires projectiles. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use this body armor. Actually, I have to because I only have a couple portals left. I've been digging around too much. Yeah, the movement speed edition is just so nice. So very nice. Still getting deaths though, which sucks. I don't know if Spark is better, but I wanted the Sparks to bounce up against the walls and come back. But I want to increase the quality to switch to my quality other one. Wait, did I erase everybody? Oh, I got it. I wasn't expecting to get it. 6 crescents. Why are you all like blue and shit? Are you an expensive base or something? Base item... Yeah, 10 chaos. I might keep it. Let's have a little fun. We're gonna do a little Sparky Spark. I'm doing Spark of Nova. Spark of Instability is better, though. But I kind of want to try Nova out. I think Race Course is pretty nice. That mod's not nice. Oh, I've been forgetting about sex this whole time. It's so annoying that you can't, like, have it auto-apply or some shit. I don't know what's good on those. Just kind of guess. That pack size is shit. Ooh, less area of effect. Nice. Wait, that was only good with ball lightning. Reduced damage from critical strikes is pretty rough, as is hexproof, but that should be good enough. Let's hit it with some balls. And I need to run some shit so I can turn these armors into something good. Okay, so I click it, and then I hold shift. There we go. And we'll do blue juice for the Sparky Spark. And in fact, I'm gonna throw in a couple skills in here just for the giggles. Get my ball lightning back. We'll throw on a little discharge, maybe. The other ball lightning, the ball lightning of static is what I was using on my cast on one of my casts on stuns, but you can't really see that. So with this one, you'll be able to see it better. Whenever I get hit and I explode with lightning. Even with the quality, this is a bit slower than the other body armor. Some of these skills are much better with quality. And ball lightning is not that great. Ball lightning is just area of effect. The sparks are great because it's extra projectiles. Touch that ball cyclone. You touched that ball cyclone and it is instant game over. I just barely tapped it. Tapped it just a little tappy. And I got instantly erased. And the energy shield, does that have like a reduced ES regen? Cause man, my ES is getting eaten up. I guess ball lightning is much cheaper than spark. And I guess spark is at a higher level now. Maybe. Well, that was a fun little experiment. I want my movement speed back. I want my life regeneration back. The benefits are just too... I threw it in here. I know I did. It's hiding from me. It's a big ugly green one. Okay, apparently I didn't throw it in there. I put it here. Let's try some discharge. Some gross discharge. See, I don't have it set up for the discharge. If you look at my frenzy charges, those blow up. So it's mostly frenzy charges that are popping off on the discharge. And that's mostly cold damage. And all of my cluster drills are lightning damage. And I got overshock in a lot of places. So that's why this discharge is not working out very well. If I respect it quite a bit, this discharge works great. But I ain't gonna do no respecking today. Works real good with Vol Cyclone too. Pulls them all in one spot, then you pop on them. Okay. Discharge, you're done. That was all I grabbed? Oh, let's throw Arc of Surging in there. Actually, Discharge will work pretty good. There. I mean, that's almost as much shock as Ball Lightning was providing. really not that much shock. Yeah, we don't... Oh, there's a red item up here. We don't need to kill that guy. He's got too much life. Oh, but it is a fossil map. And I do need a ton of fossils trying to roll this gear better. Okay, so you can see it barely creeping. Let's put this ball lightning of orbiting back on. Getting the same lightning numbers. Definitely better damage. Maybe not definitely. Definitely maybe better damage. Hard to tell. Maxing out my crit would be pretty nice. It's got to be pretty close to 100% though. Take a look at my cyclone. 70% crit chance, and it's got the assassin mark on it. I don't know what that does. Well, I know what it does, but I don't know what it does in terms of my number. It's probably in the 80%, maybe 85%. That's just with the cyclone to trigger it, and the ball lightning a bit lower with the 86. Again with the assassin mark. That crit multiplier way low though. Of course I'm not prioritizing this for crit multi. I'm prioritizing this to be able to just kind of hang out and not die too much. Obviously I've been pushing the content, so I've been dying by pushing the content. But if I run slightly lighter content than what I've been pushing, just like this, you don't really die. Then you can Vol Cyclone all you want. And let's try... I can't do Arc of Oscillating because I don't have quality on this body armor. This is really good with extra quality because it does 50% more damage per chain. You get chain for quality. But this one's better without quality. So let's get rid of that ball of lightning. This one looks cool to run. What do you? Shock, fire, and ignite resistant. Nah, he ain't worth it. Can't even really see the arc of surge, this arc though. Whenever I use a skill, I always like to be able to see the skill, so I can tell I'm doing something. Things dying without me being able to see it, not that fun. Ooh. There's too many enemies. Look at the arc. It can't do it. It's not hitting enough enemies, so it does need the quality for this level of density. Let's get out of here. I want to try ball static. You can only have 3 of them, so theoretically it's not supposed to be any good. But let's give it a shot. Definitely better than that. Let's do Vol Cyclone, get them all in one spot. Oh, come on, I dashed before I died from the Vol Cyclone. I swear Vol Cyclone hurts you. You do Vol Cyclone, somehow you're taking extra damage. Now the ball lightning would be very excellent for cast while channeling instead of cast on crit. And you can really modify this build quite a bit to do cast while channeling instead of cast while crit. There's an amulet that makes lightning damage lucky if you don't crit. And then you can do the... is it Elemental Equilibrium? Elemental Overload. And then you do the Elemental Overload for when you do crit, it then makes them take... it makes you deal 40% more elemental damage. Okay, that ain't shit. That ain't working well. See, because you only have 3 ball lightnings at a time. Just really doesn't boss well. So let's put ball lightning orbiting on, so you can see just how much better this is. And it's barely better, but it is definitely better. And most importantly, you can see the ball lightning. "12 alterations, really?" Now let's get crazy. This is going to result in a much shittier build because of my socket colors. Typically, I could drop Ice Bite instead of Awaken added lightning damage, but I'm gonna have to drop Awaken added lightning damage, and we're gonna do Ball Lightning of Static plus Ball Lightning of Orbiting. I could maybe drop Critical Strike chance support because I'm gonna be so surrounded. I think I'm gonna try that. And this is also a pretty good little setup. Obviously, I think they share a cooldown, so it's not that great. I can't remember if they share a cooldown or not. I always forget. I think they do. So it like alternates between one and the other. So if you would cast 4 ball lightnings of orbiting, instead you'll cast 2 ball lightnings of orbiting and 2 ball lightnings of static. For big groups, the reduction in crit strike chance from removing the support gem, critical strike chance, not that big of a deal, but whenever you get down to the brass tacks of a single boss, it's a big deal. Ball Cyclone, let's go baby, suck them up. I got that boom boom. And let's go back to the normal setup. And let's do Spark Nova in my cast when damage taken setup. This map's really good for deaths if you do it right. You go down to one side, Then when you die, you can go back to the other side. Oh, I see some sparks. What? Petrify, I mean, was that blood hit me? Was that blood? Petrify blood? But I only have 3,500 life. And a big chunk of that is because of the rings. Both of my rings have no life on it. And that is always just a bad idea. So if you really want to pimp this build out, I don't even think those rings are the best rings you can get. Sure, you have 10 endurance charges. Sure, you have 10 frenzy charges. But I don't think the physical damage mitigation is very useful. Especially if you already have 10 endurance charges. Don't Vol Cyclone. Look at all those debuffs. What the fuck is that? Sapped? The fuck is that hand on my foot? The fuck is this? The fuck is this red man? Debilitate. Read that one earlier. Bleeding. Here. You got a lot of health. Follow me around. Let's fight you with more people around. These are all remakes. Probably gonna get hit with copyright. Can't have remakes in the mix. I mean, these are really juicy maps. 2,500 wisps with the purple, 500 wisps with the blue. We ain't gonna fight this big boy. I gotta go to bed, finish up packing. I don't even know what the fuck. I can never identify what kills me whenever I die. And I really should. Oh great, I don't have to fuck with that anymore. I really should rewatch videos that I make so I can see how the fuck I'm dying. Obviously, elemental immunity would be very handy, right? I have steel skin on a cast when stunned setup. I gotta run one more map and then bedtime. Because I want to try dropping Blood Notch and just seeing what happens. I ain't got Blood Notch. I ain't got my stun jewel. There's been a click delay this entire season, and it's kind of driven me crazy. So I need 2 more jewels. What jewels do I got? Let's just find some with life. Some basic ones with life. cold damage is nice, I guess. Global accuracy could be useful. Attack speed with one-handed weapons. Was that life on it? And life. This one's probably better than that one. Alright, we got a couple of life rings. I mean, life jewels. See if that is better than Bloody Notch. And of course, we're gonna have to do a big boy map. Just so it matches. Thicket. The thicket. I mean, that's just too good. It's got terrible pack size. Awful, atrocious pack size. But we're just gonna hit it with 5 body armor, so it's pointless. None of that loot's gonna be good. And then we'll put some scarabs in it. See, I just clicked it. It's misclicked. Oh shit, I forgot to go in and get the juice. I was like, I'm not getting hurt nearly as much. But it's because I didn't have the juice. Hey, can you come over here? I'll hit you with a little Vol Cyclone. Get you some spinny. I almost had a really good shield roll. Had a +1 to chaos resistance, maximum chaos resistance. And I'm at 89, which would have put me at 90, which would have been very helpful. But it didn't have a life roll, it didn't have a spell suppress roll. Didn't have an attack speed roll, didn't have a chaos roll. I was missing a lot of the shit I need. That's some pretty good juice. 2000. It's gonna be pretty thick in there, I think. Yeah, for this build, Blood Notch might be shit. And by shit, I mean just not as good as 2 other jewels. Simply because I have so much life regeneration that, you know, the Blood Notch life gain on hit isn't as impactful. of course, I can be stunned right now. And since I don't have Blood Notch, I can actually get rid of whatever that stupid fucking mind over matter and have my energy shield apply to my life instead. Then I need a lot of mana regeneration. This spell is really good if you get a perfect rolled one. Oh, fucking shock resistant. I don't need to spend a week on a shock resistant asshole. Any asshole that don't want the shocker is not an asshole for me. Again, this is 100% delirious. 4,500 juice on it. No blood notch tech. Haven't died yet. You guys better be good. All that life. That was a lot of alterations. Sapped. Yeah, I can get sapped. Why not? With this setup, without Blood Notch, I would definitely pop Grace on here if I was running it seriously. Can't do either of those. Loop back around and see if we can pick up that shrine. Got it. The stun is rough. Yeah, I think Blood Notch is the wrong move for this particular build. It's hard to say because the maps can vary so damn drastically on your mob type, on what kind of juice you get in the underground. What kind of Eldritch mod you grab. I got a lot of items to sell, but I'm gonna be away from my computer for like a week. So all these items I got to sell aren't gonna be worth shit when I come back. You better be good. Scarab. Vol Lightning, man. I mean, Vol Cyclone. I've been calling it Vol Lightning all day. All day. Even when I'm not recording a video and I'm talking in my own head, I say Vol Lightning. I don't know why. One of the things you get stuck in your head and you just keep saying it. You know it's wrong. You know it ain't Vol Lightning. It's Vol Cyclone. But you just keep saying Vol Lightning. Jesus. That enemy had like increased accuracy or some shit. Because he went to town on my ass. And I was unable to dodge it and got repeatedly stunned. And in that instance, Blood Notch tech, definitely superior. Of course, you know, stun immunity would also have prevented that. I'd love to be able to click that, but I can't read it while moving. So I'm going to clear out the riffraff. Extra cold damage. Physical damage reduction. I don't know what the reward is, but let's grab that one. Fucking energy shield. Always ruins my little chitin strategy. I mean, stuns are annoying at the moment, but it's doing pretty good without Blood Notch. I mean, a big part of that is I haven't hit Vol Cyclone yet, but I'm gonna change that right now. Vol Cyclone. I'm gonna get whole batch of 9 body armors. I feel like the purple juice makes them just very strong. I don't know what the juices do. There's not much point in knowing what the juices do, because when I go into the dark area, I don't really get to choose what kind of juice I get. That was a big drop. Scarab dump. I think it's just a blue dude. He ain't gonna drop shit. Yep. Overwhelm. 50% of my physical damage mitigation. It should means I take big old fat physical hits again. Let's go fight this boss. Oh, stunned so hard. And I have no clue how good this build is. In terms of frame of reference, I don't have any, because I haven't really been running a lot of these Ultra Juice maps with the Wisp. If I run these maps without the Wisp, it's super easy. I ain't dying for shit. But once I do a 100% deli, and I'm rocking 4 grand on the Wisp, I don't know how to tell how this is stacking up, how good this is doing. Maybe if I watch streamers, I'd know. But streamers, they always go meta, so their builds are doing like 80 million deeps. So you never really get to see the defensive layers nearly as good. And by defensive layers, I mean lack of. You saw me just get stunned. And who gets stunned and dies from a stun in this game? Stun is one of the primary checklist items you have to handle. I call it checklist because it's kind of what it feels like, getting all your immunities right. Start with the basic checklist, which is going to be, you know, getting enough life and getting the elemental resistances capped. Oh yeah, I can't get that one. But from there, then you got to do something about ailments. You got to do something about being cursed. You got to do something about fucking everything. Getting stunned right there. Alright, let's put Blood Notch. Perfect test. Perfect test. Of course, Blood Notch could be working like shit. Because I ain't got no recoup. Because recoup's where it's at. Actually, I think they might have rings that have plus to fire for endurance and plus to cold for frenzy charges. But I need another one of these bad boys right here. The 5 chaos resistance per endurance charge. Need to get another one of those somewhere. Frenzy charge on hit is a prefix. And then chaos resistance, yeah, I can do. I don't need that evasion rating. Instead of getting evasion, I can get chaos resistance. I'm on the same map. And we'll see how the... Maybe I wasn't casting my auras. Or at least not this one. My banner. But I did reroll my shield. And when I rerolled my shield, it got rid of my spell suppression. So I had to go from 100% spell suppression to like 75% spell suppression that's lucky. And that lucky spell suppression is ultra sussy, deep sussy, because when you're surrounded by enemies, you're gonna get hit with an unsuppressed spell. And I only got 75 of all the resistances, and 89 chaos, and 50% of the elemental is going to the chaos. And those aren't very good odds, because without suppressing the spell, you're taking so much damage. Because spell damage in this game is ridiculous for both players and enemies. Yeah, I survived in there. I wouldn't... Of course, maybe it's just the stun part that's killing me. Well, it looks like the blood notch is working pretty fucking well. Yeah, that blood notch is working pretty well. And I do got some brutal mods in here. Full of the tree wisp. But right there, I feel I shouldn't have died. My blood notch should have took care of that. Whatever that was. Gain 88% of physical damage is extra cold. 51 additional physical damage reduction. All damage chills. Scales fire 5 additional projectiles. Overwhelm 50% of physical damage reduction. 100% chance to create shock ground on death. All damage taken from you saps. 31% chance to sap when hit. Yeah. I got a lot of heavy mods in this bitch. Give me the chaos orbs. Let's move this potty down over here. Some new territory. Game over. Game over. And let's end it on a good note. I'm just gonna run a regular map. No sussy. Let's kill the fucking goat. Let's kill that fucking goat. Yeah, that's fine. And if you don't go in there and you don't grab Wisp and you don't pump it up to T100, you can kind of just easy breezy. Of course, for this level of difficulty, it might be better to do like Arc, because Arc will clear it out a little quicker than Ball Lightning. Of course, you want Arc with quality, or just regular Arc, but I don't have... Actually, I do have that other Arc, though. I'll try that real quick. You saw how good that was. So now let's throw on... I think it's Arc of Surging. Oh, I don't even have my... I run without my auras all the time after I die. That's how I like to do it, you know? I think this might need like chaining or something. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. It's kind of cool, but I don't like it. I don't have any extra quality, so this one's like the worst arc ever. It's even worse than the original arc without quality. Oh, we got abysmal depths. I also forgot that I have some projectile damage. That's being wasted. This is giving bigger shocks, though. Yeah, I think arc, probably just the regular arc is probably the right call for if you're gonna do just regular T16s. Now the ball lightning's fine too. That was a 44% shock. I'm just curious on how much bigger the shock is. 37. Let's put that ball lightning back on. %, 24, 26. You're getting quite a bit of bigger shock. But you get so much more balls in there. And 33, you're not that much bigger. Ball lightning hits so much more. And since, you know, I only have... I guess I shock with crits, don't I? I'm gonna say I only have a small amount of chance to shock, but I crit pretty frequently, so my shock chance is pretty high. Vault lightning on that bitch. I just said vault lightning again. Vault cyclone. Or ball lightning. The fuck was that? The fuck are you? That sounds like shit. 55 chaos. I mean, as a COC build, Arcane Surge no longer does anything. Other builds get that attack speed, which is nice. You can get some maps with slower projectiles. Slower projectiles is pretty cool with the ball lightning of orbiting. Slows it down a bit. And faster projectiles makes the animation glitch, which is even cooler than slower projectiles. What's up, Rockman? Alright, that is all I'm gonna do for today. I will check y'all's later.